So this is the fifth one, and this is going to be it for today. The fifth one is Kabed et avicha ve'et imecha leman yarichun yamecha al adama asher Adonai Elohech noten lach l'rishta. Oh, no, al adama asher noten lach. Okay, so you gotta obey. You gotta obey your parents, or respect your parents, or give them honor. Honor your parents. Again, honor your parents. So your days will be longer, but it doesn't stop there. It continues and says, on the land that God is giving to you. So the traditional commentary is when the Bible adds words, it's not for nothing. There's a reason for each word, and so let's just take that tradition and use it, because tradition is, again, a set of rules that are supposed to help us, and our parents figured it's important for us. So natural thing is our parents want the best for us. So honor your parents. It's not easy. Parents are human beings. Human beings are not perfect. Parents make mistakes. You suffer from those mistakes. All of your phobias, or a lot of your phobias and a lot of your disorders, are because of, partially because of their mistakes. And it's not their fault necessarily. It's just, you are who you are. You needed some things that maybe they couldn't have given you. But your parents are those who you connect to the most. The parents are those that you have this accumulated knowledge that was built upon years and years, and that's the ideals of commitment in relationships. When you dwell with an individual for a long enough time, you start building this knowledge of when you say this word, I kind of already know what you mean, right? When you meet a new person, sometimes even yes and no means different things. We have our language, we have our body language, and we have our vocabulary. And when I say tree, I might mean something totally different than what you mean when you say tree. But with someone that you live with for a long time, you build this communication that your subconscious, your psyche feels safe with, because he knows that he really understands. He feels safe in that environment, and you might not feel safe with your parents, but there's a place that feels safe with someone that you've been with a long time because of that safe communication. At least you understand. At least you have that language, and that language eventually is something that you build with a spouse over a committed relationship. You have that routine, and you get to know someone, and you get to a place where your psyche feels safe again, because it feels like it understands exactly understands more what that person means, and it knows that it is understood more than when it is introduced to a new person. And again, new people are important, and it's really important to have variety in your life, and be who you are, and express yourself, etc. But having that person that you feel connected, and you have that safe psychological place or language with, is really, really important. And that is your parents, and honoring them, because honoring them is not easy, and it doesn't always come natural. And if you do that, your days will be longer, because your psyche is feeling a little bit more stable if you make that point and effort to honor your parents. And obviously that has an effect on your kids, but having that system of parents and family is, and honoring it, and honoring and acknowledging its importance in your life is a very healthy thing. And so your days will be longer. Now, the next part is on the land that God is giving to you, and that is, it's to you, it's specifically to you, and that land is usually referred to the land of Israel. And let's say symbolically, Rabbi Nachman of Breslov, 18th century rabbi commentator, that's referred to as the Heart commentary, explains that it says, wherever I go to Israel. And obviously Israel is a place, and for Jews it means a lot. But for the symbol, it means a place to go, and it means like your calling. Wherever you go, you're going for your calling. You're going to, wherever you are right now in your life, in your space. It's something that brings you closer to your mission, to your purpose. So back to that statement, honor your parents so your days will be longer on the land that God's given to you, speaking of the land of Israel in biblical terms. Honoring your parents, you have longer days on that journey to get to your purpose. Because when you're more connected to your psyche, when your psyche feels more safe, it's easier for you to connect to who you are and to your purpose and and your certain set of skills and what you're here to do in this world. So I think that's another mindful tool, and structure, the family structure, the parents, and honoring your parents and the family structure will help you have more days and fulfilling that path on that mission, getting closer towards your purpose. All right, that's it for the 10 Commandments. Now we just did 5. The next 5 have a meaning and a purpose and a certain structure, and hopefully I'm going to get to it. If not, I'm just going to speed over it. But it's really awesome to have those insights and just try and see what does this mean to me.